Special best ball draft tonight with the mouth of the South of Downtown Sports. Mouth, what's up? We got you
What
in
up?
here.
What up?
We're gonna win some money.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna win some money, or
Yeah.
maybe both of us. But
Maybe.
New drafts have dropped on Underdog. We are doing the puppy here, and we'll wait a couple minutes for everyone to hop in. I see Dakota's already in here. Shout out Dakota. How you doing? Give me a couple minutes to hop in, get ready, and we'll draft together, as well as draft grades at the end of the stream. I've changed it to community members only get draft grades because I got to make people, like if you're going to get draft grades, we're going to talk about your teams. You can draft with us if you want. But if I get graded by the Fanatics, you got to be a Fanatic.
Yeah, you gotta get into that Patreon. You gotta get into that Discord. You have to pay the cheese tax. If you want to get the grades, you want to get the knowledge. You're already getting all the knowledge. You're getting all the knowledge from watching Rob draft his teams. You're getting all the knowledge from seeing all the draft grades of the people that are in the Patreon. So, it's what, a couple bucks a month? You get your shit graded right here, live on the show. And, come win money. It's where fantasy becomes currency.
As well as a bunch of other things, and exactly. That's your saying, and we're just trying to take it all in, man. We're trying to take it all in.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
It's going to be a fun summer for us, too. Drafted best
fun
ball.
Summer for all of us. And you know what? We have 2 weeks until the schedule drops. Until then, we're going to have fun and just kind of draft, without knowing the bye weeks, which is risky. It's like raw dogging a hooker, but sometimes it can be fun. I don't enjoy it, but all right, hop in the draft. 8 more to start. We're hopping in, Mouth. Puppy, boom.
We're hopping in right now.
Get in. There's 1 more to start now. These things filling in. You're in this one more?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in. 1 more to start. We're drafting now.
We have Jake in here, a new Patreon member. Appreciates you, Jake. And let's see. I have the 3rd pick. Mouth has the 6th pick.
I got 6.
Jake has 8. And I don't see Dakota.
Uh-oh. Dakota didn't make it in this one then.
Something? You said 8 more to start. This is the puppy, right? Am I not?
We are in the puppy.
Oh, damn it. Dakota didn't get in.
Oh.
No, I'm salty. Now I'm sad. I want to give
him
a
okay.
Kiss,
it's okay.
And so it's just, I guess, me, you, and Jake in here. It did go by really fast. He was in, then he said he backed out because it went so fast. There's a little bit of time always on these streams. Me and you are on even level here, Mouth. But all right, starting in 5 seconds. 3rd pick's pretty goddamn juicy. Say that. All right, and of course, you're 3 picks away, so we shouldn't cramp each other's style too much. I don't like when we're right back to back. Back to back's rough.
Yeah, although we generally do seem to end up having different draft strategies whenever we're in these things. We never end up stepping on each other's toes anyway. I've noticed that.
Yeah, because I take good players and you take shit players.
Yeah.
I zinged you, bro. I zinged you hard.
hard. Yeah, you see, I'm all like focused. I'm like trying to figure out like, oh, who am I taking? Who am I not taking? And then somebody goes and drafts Puka. There you go.
I have never seen Jake get a top 5 pick. He is sitting at 8. I think I've seen him have 6 one time. Maybe 7 was the highest. I've done like 12 drafts with him or 9 drafts with him. I've never seen him have a high pick.
Papa. That JSN coming
pretty
home.
Nice. 6 is pretty nice.
Yeah, I like.
I'm a little down on JSN. In half PPR, but maybe I'm crazy. I just feel like there's a teardrop from Jamar and Puka, but that's 5 isn't the best. But you get JSN at 6. I know it seems crazy to say 1 pick makes a difference, but it really does.
It does. But I mean, Jonathan Taylor was there. You consider getting him, but the quality of running back that I end up getting around my 2nd round pick is about as good in general.
If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Draft with us. We might do another draft after this. We'll see if we meet the goal. If we get like 10 subs in this video, I will do another draft just in general.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, we have a super chat goal. And then tomorrow night, I'll be live drafting as well. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday on with 3 different guests talking NFL draft recap stuff. We have Mike Storey on Thursday. We have Tom on Friday. And the big Ray Meat Sweats on Saturday.
Ray the Don, always interesting watch and listen. And it's always interesting to find out what Ray is eating on that Saturday. It could be steak, could be tacos.
It's usually steak or taco. Usually it's like steak or steak tacos. I mean, I think that's pretty safe bet. It's gonna be some kind of meat.
Could be your wife.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would sacrifice that for him. He needs some loving, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Ray gets all the loving, but you know.
He gives all the love, that's for sure.
He gives as well as he gets. And you see that's why I went with JSN, because I know I could just get a nice Omarion in round 2.
Silver, what are the $3 field general drafts? I don't know what this is that you're speaking of. I am up in 2 picks. And running backs are gross. Wide receivers are kind of gross. I mean, Malik Neighbors looks nice.
Although,
you know what? I might take me some Trey McBride, though. Let's go. And with 18 rounds, man, Trey McBride is much more valuable. With 20 rounds, I wasn't touching tight end. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But, you know, especially with that news, guys, don't take Neighbors in round 2. Wait till he goes to round 3-ish, because reports are that he might not start the season. So if he's not starting weeks 1 or 2, he's not going to be worth that first or second round pick.
Agreed. This is on Underdog, Silver. I have not seen this. He's saying there's a $3 field general draft, which is super flex, which I love. Let me know, because I didn't see that. I would have done that actually if it wasn't for if I knew about it, I would have done it. But
super
picks.
Superflex means your draft basically every quarterback flies off the board before anything else, right?
Yeah, 2 quarterbacks. George Pickens might be available for me in the 3rd round. Be a little 0. Huh, I didn't see it. We're gonna go George Pickens. It's a 0 running back strategy here for me.
Oh, if this is how the board falls for me, or you... Okay. I really don't like doing this too often, because this is generally where you get like, although, let's see. I'm going to see how this falls, right? Oh, whoever was in front of me, you dirty, dirty boy, you left me with Devonta Smith. You see, you're a silly person.
Yep. Now we got pretty much for sure Devonta Smith is going to be the one. And I guess you could say Lemon is there now, but I'm not worried about Lemon. It's not A.J. Brown who whines about every goddamn target.
Yep, that's right. And although, you know, the only thing is Philly's kind of weird because Mekhi Lemon is not a speedster and Devonta Smith is not a speedster. So who is the speedster on that team if A.J. Brown goes?
Hollywood Brown.
But hasn't he lost a step or 2?
Oh, he can't play more than 6 games of the season, so that's definition of losing a step.
Exactly. So you see, and there's where real life implications along with real life decisions make me wonder, why was Philly the team that traded up to draft Mekhi Lemon when they could have just waited? They would have been the team that, you know, it would have made sense for a Brazel or Zachariah Branch to go to, not Carolina. You know, that made no sense to me.
Agreed, man. I mean, there was a lot of wacky picks in the draft, and I mean, Carolina, Brazel on top of, like, just not so much that I hate Brazel. I do hate Brazel, but the fact that they took another one of these archetypes that have not worked out for them. It's 0 for 3. They've been 0 for 3 the last 3 years. And why are they continuing to do it with a guy that has lost written all over him? And they got decent value on him. It wasn't a second rounder, like an early second rounder. I don't care. Like
not at all, but
boss written all over him, man. They have too many big receivers already, man. How about the fact that Deion Burks went in the 7th round, a guy like Deion Burks is what the Panthers need. A fast guy, a really fast guy that can scream down the field and catch the ball, actually. Garrett Wilson at 39. Right. Wow.
Or what was it? What was his face? He was ranked 14th on my list. His name slips me right now because I'm in draft mode.
The clown from Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon guy. That would have been
Benson.
a nice pick for the Panthers. Yeah. That would have been a nice pick for the Panthers.
Anything but Chris Brazzell. I mean, all right, there you go. I need a running back pretty bad, and Bucky Irving's staring at my face right now, although that's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick him. He's gross. He's gross pants. I don't want.
Yeah, when you start getting to 46, though, it's like, you could do a lot worse than Bucky Irving when you go to your running back. You're looking at the
yeah, but not at 45.
This guy's taking a running back. He took Bucky. So we're gonna go ahead and take David Montgomery. I refuse to take Travion Henderson. I will never do it. And then we're gonna go ahead and get Joe Burrow. Although, fuck, dude. Oh, I could take Lamar Jackson and just he's probably gonna be gone. This guy has to take Lamar Jackson, right? One of these guys has to take Lamar. I will take an unstacked Lamar. No, I'd take Joe Burrow. I have Jamar Chase. I can't get cute around here,
Yeah, you can't. You can't get cute.
If it was later on, I would probably take Lamar if he fell. But right now, this is Lamar at ADP where I take him. Even though I feel like Lamar's ADP is bullshit. He should be going 44, 43.
Exactly.
All right, this guy doesn't have a quarterback. We'll see if he does it. And he does. So
yeah. Poopy face.
You wanted him, bro. I know you wanted him.
I was thinking about. Yeah, I was.
You wanted him. Yeah, you wanted him.
Yeah.
Dakota says he eliminated advance. That's $10 tournament. The limit. I don't like the funky like scoring settings like that, where like the eliminator, the weekly winners, more variance, and it already these tournaments already have a lot of variance, but not into that. Mouth has Terry McLaurin. That's a great pick. You have Terry McLaurin as your 4. This is getting scary right now.
Yep.
Very, very, very scary.
See, now I can chill on wideouts for a little bit.
I have a weird build. I have a quarterback and a tight end already, which is not ideal. It's not the way I like to build my teams.
Yeah, you're going my method of team building.
And I'm more likely to take an early tight end when there's 18 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
20 rounds ain't no fucking point. Travion Henderson falls at 58. Now, as much as I hate Travion Henderson, that's a great value. Tyler Warren at 59, that's a gross value.
Yeah. It's like I'm just seeing the way this is going, and I can't believe I'm about to do what I think I'm about to do.
A transsexual?
This might be the fantasy draft version of it. You're gonna think I'm completely insane if I do what I'm about to do.
Well, if Jaden Daniels is available, you're going to take him. Look at Jadarian Price, ADP 68. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yup. Didn't I tell you? I told you the ADP on him was completely nuts when you could get Emmanuel Wilson at like literally the last pick.
That's
you could literally last pick him.
No way I'm fucking with that, man.
Oh, come on.
There goes Swift. There goes Prescott. Who you
Dak
looking at?
Prescott literally. Wow. Okay. Good. All right. Let's do that.
Nice for you son of a bitch.
That's fine. And if what I think is about to happen happens.
Well, I am popping in both Chuba Hubbard and Marvin Harrison. I don't like it, but I need a running back. So I would take Chuba here with them not signing anyone or drafting anyone. There goes Price. That's cool with me. I will take Chuba Hubbard. And then maybe Marvin falls back. Maybe not. RJ Harvey.
Good.
It's still value, bro.
You're going to think I'm nuts, but what is happening here and what is developing on this draft board? Don't say it because I think you're going to figure it out in about a minute.
Well, I mean, look who you have here. You have you need a tight ends, possibly.
Forget need. What is about to happen as ding.
It's gross, but
completely gross.
Shit. Okay.
Completely gross. But
Marv here. This guy should take Marvin Harrison.
He should.
And he does. So fuck you.
He does.
I have to take DK Metcalf, and I don't love it.
I know you do.
Gotta do it.
And I think this guy's gonna take Drake May.
Hey, you could take either or though. Honestly, at this point, you're picking at 78.
Hey, he took Drake May.
You're good. You're getting Jalen Hurts. You're gonna double up.
I'm getting Jalen Hurts because the board fell that way. And you see, this is what I mean by sometimes I gotta plan the board out. And I just had a feeling the board was gonna fall this way. And to be honest, like, who am I gonna take here? Parker Washington? That pick makes no sense. RJ Harvey is not justifiable enough to waste the ADP I'm getting him at. The fact that I'm stacking him with Devonta Smith. I could get running backs later. I'm gonna tight end later.
Jake's the one that took Dak Prescott. He has Dak and Lamb, Chase Brown, Travis Etienne, Mike Evans, and Brian Thomas. Probably be another wide receiver here. Tucker Kraft. All right. He loves Tucker Kraft. We all love Tucker Kraft around here. And RJ Harvey is still on the board. RJ Harvey is
poopy.
One of those guys nobody wants anymore, and that kid is back on the escalator again.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
He's still available. Chris Godwin, great value.
Yeah.
We were just chatting about Chris Godwin in the Discord and how it's crazy. Chris Godwin goes, 4 rounds after Ibuka.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be the case. It's just that Godwin seems very boring in best ball, where you're looking for upside, and Godwin just doesn't really have it. But at this point, he does. But Godwin's gonna be on a lot of my rosters. If I go heavy RB, I will take Chris Godwin as my 4th receiver all fucking day in my flex in a full PPR and be very happy with that. 5 for 50. Give me those 5 for 50s all day and a touchdown every other game.
Yep. See, now I got to start pounding running back. I have to start pounding running back here because
Wally, do you have Underdog? Do you have DraftKings? So DraftKings has no tournaments up right now. That's the one I like to do on as much as Underdog. So there's another draft I may hop in. I've never done best ball before. Well, you're getting the crash course right here on all these shows. Blake Corman, 89. You son of a bitch. Jake. I love you. But, I think he's the only one in the world that's higher on Blake Corman than I am. And I do commend it. RJ Harvey is still available.
And Jalen Warren, welcome home.
Kyle Monangai. There's a lot of value at running back right now. Kyle Monangai is available. Meyer.
I love it. I love it when a plan comes together.
You just took Jalen Warren over RJ Harvey? Gross, dude. Shame on you.
Well, because screw RJ Harvey. He's not even going to have that much of a role.
You don't know that. It's still RJ Harvey. I mean, I don't like him, but I know you love Quorum. I love Quorum too. He's the best value ever in definitely in best ball in these tournaments.
And I'm sorry, I think Jalen Warren is going to have more of a role than RJ Harvey.
Holy shit, RJ Harvey just falls to me. I was just saying that kid. He might, but it's on a worse offense, right? Like RJ Harvey pick 94 is unreal, dude. Unreal.
And you can enjoy him. You could have him.
I will. I definitely prefer in best ball especially. So let's get it going. And Rico Dowdle's available. I don't like any of these guys. Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, hey, Kyle Pitts is available. Let's go ahead and take Kyle Pitts. And we're done at tight end. 2 elite tight ends. Just hope they don't have the same bye week. And then we just pound the rest of the guys. I'll take only 2 quarterbacks, and I'll just have so many wide receivers. So many receivers. I have not seen the recent picture of Tucker Kraft. I do remember the old picture of him like in high school. He had a Busch Light and a cigarette, which is one of the reasons I originally loved Tucker Kraft because he's a blue-collar dude. And, I'm not worried about Tucker Kraft's like health. Like Tucker Kraft's going to be a monster. He is a monster. We all love Tucker Kraft.
Oh, and this I think this is technically my first reach. Welcome to the squad, Sam Laporta.
No, it was between Kyle Pitts and Sam Laporta for me. And no, Jaylen Warren. No, Jaylen Warren wasn't really a reach either.
No, Jaylen Warren was way behind. I was ahead of
the running backs were all way behind. Kyle Monangai, RJ Harvey, and Jaylen Warren were all way behind ADP. So I'm just going to check here. I think I have. God damn you. 3 backs, only 3 receivers. Love the backs. So, man, I can't really stack with any of the guys I have currently, but I have the Joe Burrow stack, so that's plenty. That is plenty. Jordan Love goes off the board at 105. There goes Rico Dowdle. George Kittle at 107. See, that's why our Kyle Pitts and Sam Laporta picks, like, there's no reason George Kittle should go in the same route as those 2 guys. That's insane. Similar production, and one's coming off an Achilles, and that's 33, and their 2 guys are healthy.
And do you know what? People see that, and then people see us too going to take that, and then they go, "Oh my God, tight end run!" And then they start grabbing tight ends like a bunch of fools.
Never be at the back end of a run. This last team here: Genty, Walker, Breece Hall, Olave, Dunze, Tate, Addison, Jaden Reed, Kyler, and Shuck. I kind of like his build. Addison and Kyler and Shuck and Olave. This is a pretty nice team here. That's 12. I mean, Breece Hall at 36, Olave at 37. I mean, Olave is really fallen after the Addison pick, so I'm not too worried about that. I understand he should fall, but
yeah,
it's not. It's a rookie,
but
man. And as much as we
if
love
anything, if anything, Jordan Tyson being there is only going to make Olave better, because that's more attention being paid to Jordan Tyson. It's more attention being paid to Vele. Therefore, you have to. That's going to open up more. Let's grab Kenneth Gainwell. I'll reach for him too.
No, don't do that. No. We don't want you to do that.
But I do. I'm sorry. That's what you get, because I need backs now.
I don't like it. I have 3 pretty good backs, so I am good at running back.
So let's see. My squad my quarterbacks are always just A1. My running backs are not looking too terrible. My 4 wideouts are freaking excellent. And if this opportunity so presents itself.
Yeah, the running backs are dog shit right now.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Looks like I have to take a quarterback here, and it is gross. It is really gross. Who's this guy have? Lamar Jackson. He's probably going to wait. I'm going to take Malik Willis if he is there. If not, I'm going to have to take another receiver, and it's going to be Jalen Coker. Or maybe Jalen McMillan. Okay, we're gonna finish this off.
Well, Coker just went bye-bye, and there you go.
Yeah, I got Malik Willis. I got 2 elites in my mind at quarterback and tight ends, and I'm just gonna go 2s on both onesies, and then just stack up my wide receivers, which has Matthew Golden as a 4, which is not ideal.
Definitely not. However, something else. You see, now the running backs that are falling to me are running backs that I enjoy. Rashad White is perfect for this scenario.
Ew.
He's gonna catch passes.
Gross.
He stacks with He's stacked.
What's happening here?
Sir, that French animal bit my ear off!
Well, that's an absurd exaggeration. My apologies, Bidwell.
He look in our tent. He look at my woman. He saw her breast.
Her breast? You saw her breast?
I've said it before and I said it again. Any man who look on her will die.
Oh, Jake just got sniped with Jake Ferguson. I know. Tell me you wanted Jake Ferguson, Jake. Jake wanted Jake Ferguson because he ended up with Dalton Kincaid, and he has the Dak Prescott CeeDee Lamb stack. So he was gunning for that one, man. That has to hurt. Has to hurt.
Oh, he's gonna be real sad when I take Michael Trigg as my last pick.
Kevin says, looking at bad teams last year, who do you see this season making the playoffs? Jets, Raiders, Cleveland, Titans, Arizona. There is one answer, and I think you're going to say Jets. I'm going to say Titans.
Titans, not the Jets.
I would rank it. Arizona, no shot because that division. Raiders, no shot because that division. Cleveland, maybe is the third team. And then I say Titans because the division is the easiest. And then Jets have improved the roster quite a bit. So I would rank it Titans,
yes,
Jets, Cleveland, Arizona, Raiders. I think Arizona has no shot at the playoffs, like zero. Like
Arizona, none.
0.001. You want to give it like a mathematical equation there?
Yeah, I would give it 0.00 none. Because there's no way. And if you're relying on Carson Beck to be the guy to save your franchise, good freaking luck there.
Oh, that's gross. That is absolutely gross.
Yeah, that's not happening. So Arizona's not saving the franchise. The Jets, however, I don't think they're making the playoffs, but they're going to win too many games to pick a quarterback. So that's why you see Cade Klubnik. And by the way, are you not entertained by all of the excuses given by everybody about, Cade Klubnik fits the Bill Parcells methodology of drafting a quarterback, and every bit of excuse giving I've ever seen for the drafting of Cade Klubnik? It's hopium at its worst.
That was also a Bill Belichick thing, and I don't hate it, but they just picked the wrong one. You know, like there was better guys to take and guys you can have later, and Nussmeier went in the 7th round. That's the guy to draft.
Yeah.
And we don't like Nussmeier, but he has as much of a chance as Klubnik, and you get him 4 rounds later. Fine with
but
that.
The Jets traded. The Jets traded picks to go up and get this idiot when they could have just waited until the 5th round to draft freaking Taylor Green.
That is correct.
Unreal. Unfucking real.
All right, we're sitting with 4 running backs, 5 receivers. I like this team. It's not as stacked as I would have liked, but there's some dudes. There's some dudes later. Dallas Goedert, you had Jalen Hurts. That's a good pick. Rachaad White was an awful pick. That's the only bad one you've had. Rachaad White and Jalen Warren do nothing for me. Just so you know, they do nothing for me. Nothing.
I understand.
They're just low. They're just low upside, high floor plays, which I don't think Rachaad White's anything personally. Denzel Boston. There you go. Pick 150.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the guys I would have probably rather had Tyrone Tracy over Rachaad White, right? Why don't you love Tyrone Tracy? Why wouldn't you take Tyrone Tracy over Rachaad White?
Because Rachaad White is going to be the Austin Eckler role in the Washington offense.
Yeah, but JCM ain't going anywhere, man. He's going to get the middle of the field. Like,
it doesn't matter. Rachaad White's the pass catcher. So I'm thinking of Rachaad White as
so
possibly flat.
He's just so bad, bro. Like,
I understand. But he's catching passes. He's catching passes. That's all he's doing. He's catching passes out of the backfield, and he's being a 3rd down back.
Does Mouth think this is full PPR?
It's half PPR. I understand that.
There's half of a PPR in there. There's half a PPR.
I'd like to start out this press conference with a thank you to John Fox.
I understand
Never
the
thank
situation
John
I'm in.
Fox.
He
Never thank
stacks
John
with my
Fox,
quarterback. He stacks with one of my 2 quarterbacks. I'm sorry.
You're just, it's right. It is a stack. You're just so happy. You're just so goddamn happy about Rachaad White.
How would you describe it?
I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know. I'm happy.
He's happy.
I think Rachaad White's better than you think he is. I'm sorry. I think the entire fantasy community has misjudged Rachaad White.
Hey, we got Dylan Sampson at pick 161. Play the drop.
I want to talk to Sampson. Climbing to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Play the drop.
Jalen.
David, I need to drop a one tight end in Dynasty League. Do I drop Ben Sinnott, Terrence Ferguson, or Ja'Tavion Sanders? Ben Sinnott, probably. And that's wild for me to say because I'm a big Ben Sinnott fan. But now you're not dropping a Rams tight end, and and Ja'Tavion Sanders is potentially the starter. So it's almost like who are you worried about more? In Ja'Tavion Sanders' case, is Tommy Tremble, who I'm not worried about, who I love. I like Tommy Tremble. Or Ben Sinnott's got Chikakonkwo, who they paid money to. So it's Sanders. What do you got?
Who am I dropping out of those 2?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not dropping Chikakonkwo. You just signed Chikakonkwo for money. He is sneakily a very good tight end. He actually can block on the inline. You're keeping him. That doesn't make any sense. You're keeping Chikakonkwo.
I would agree. No, he's saying Ben Sinnott, Terrence Ferguson, or Ja'Tavion Sanders. Like Chikakonkwo, I'm saying, is the threat to Ben Sinnott, which is he's a starter there.
Yeah. It's Chikakonkwo. Chikakonkwo's the starter. Chikakonkwo's the starter. Ben Sinnott is staying.
And Ja'Tavion Sanders isn't really the starter either, though.
No. So no, Chikakonkwo is going to be the starter. That's why they signed him. I don't understand why anybody would think anybody else is the starter.
Ja'Tavion Sanders isn't the starter either. I feel like it's a 1A, 1B with Tommy Tremble.
Yeah. Tommy Tremble's been there forever.
I still think Ben Sinnott's a good player. Like Ja'Tavion Sanders is bad. He's done. It's just he has a better depth chart. That's why I'm going to keep Sanders and keep Ferguson and drop Sinnott. That's my spiel there.
I would do that. That makes sense.
I didn't like my run of running backs there, but whatever. You know what? They didn't bring
my running backs are worse. Well, my running backs are worse in at least.
Well, yeah, you have Rachaad White and Jalen Warren. Those guys are terrible. I'm gonna keep on giving. There you go. There's your Emmanuel Wilson pick, so that makes up for him.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I got 3 receivers in the draft.
Hey, at least my quarterbacks are freaking flames.
Oh, I think your team's pretty good. I nitpick a couple of your picks, so that's what I do. We'll
of
go
course,
and
as you should.
Team at the end of this because Jake has a pretty good team from what I've seen. Probably do draft grades after this, guys. A through F. Stick around with us, and then tomorrow another draft, maybe 2 drafts tomorrow if they have that super flex thing going on, or if Underdog or if DraftKings is back having best balls. I'll do a couple of those, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday we have guests in the show. Soon enough, we'll have schedules drop, so I'll do more of these best balls once I actually know the bye weeks. I don't like to just too many in the blind, which is essentially what we're doing in the blind. Which there's worse things, but at least now we know where these rookies are going.
Yeah, thank God. Because before we were just like, we were avoiding rookies for the most part in these drafts. Now, at least we have an idea where they can go, what they can do. I know who pretty much my last round pick is going to be from now on.
Who is it? You can tell me.
Yeah, you know who it is.
Don't tell me.
You know exactly who it is.
Guys, who is it?
It's Surratt.
It goes Mike Washington. Yeah, Surratt's solid. 6 touchdowns possibly.
Yeah, he is so replacing Rashad Bateman. Because who's catching one-on-one end zone balls in Baltimore right now? It's not Zay Flowers. It's definitely not Mark Andrews.
It is Mark Andrews, but that's tight
well.
end.
It used to be Isaiah Likely, but now he's gone.
I think I need some upside here. We're gonna take Tyreek Hill. I don't like it.
He could be.
You're getting called out from Jason. Mouth talks so much shit about Rachaad White as a Buck. Now he's his best friend, brother. Justify that. It's true.
Okay, I'll justify it very easily. You're going from a quarterback in Baker Mayfield, who is a pocket passer and a guy who guns the football down the field, to a guy in Daniels, who is an RPO merchant. Rachaad White's best attribute as a running back is his hands and getting him into open space. White is now going to go replace Austin Eckler's role in the Washington offense. He is going to have 3 to 4 catches a game for like 40 yards and maybe rush 10 times for 50. He should be flex consideration almost every single week.
Tavian Wicks or Christian Kirk? So we're going to go ahead and take Christian Kirk because the injuries. Oh, this wide receiver core. You know what? I like the Shaheed pick though on my end, but it is lackluster. I get one more though, and I got my flex consideration there with Kyle Pitts. So it was always going to happen. There goes Wicks, and there goes Eli Stowers. Now you got the major little Eagles thing going on here, buddy. Best friends with the Eagles. Mouth is best friends with the Eagles, and
I basically have one tight end because I'm not sure who is the starting tight end over there. So I figure I'll have it no matter who it is.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles are an easy bounce back team, or they just go down in flames.
9/11 changed everything, Brian. 9/11 changed everything. Peter, you didn't even know what 9/11 was until 2004. That's not true, Brian. I remember 9/11. Must have been a woman pilot, eh?
It might have been a couple women pilots.
Maybe.
To be determined. Yeah. There goes Jake Monty Badal at 200. Very nice, dude. This guy, Jake's a fucking G. That's why Jake joined the community, because he's just he knows his shit, and he's gonna just continue to know his shit more as we go through all these drafts, all the conversations in the Discord. He knows his shit.
Yep, Mr. On it.
Calvin Ridley, 152. Calvin Ridley, 152. I might have issue with the Carnell Tate pick, but as you know, I've been pretty high on Calvin Ridley. I guess, my hate of Carnell Tate shouldn't change my Calvin Ridley outlook. I just feel like the snap share might go down a little bit.
Look, here's the thing. Calvin Ridley's going to be out there. He's going to be your go ball guy. Tate is going to be it's third down, it's 3rd and 8. I need to throw it to somebody with hands who's going to catch it no matter who is on him. That's Tate. A lot of targets. Catches. Yeah. Come on. 211.
All right, you're going to take your Surratt. I'm going to get I think Zachariah Branch is an option. Skylar Bell is
I just did that. I just decided to do that instead.
What's that? What'd you do? I didn't see.
I took you'll see. Because I saw that actually still there, and I'm like, huh? Okay. That actually makes
Jeremy
more
Bernard.
sense.
There you go. Tate is going to be your rookie of the year. TOY, the turd of the year. And he's going to go out of targets, I guess. But there goes Zachariah Branch. And if I can get Chris Bell here, I'm getting one of the Bells for sure. And we're going to go take Chris Bell.
Yeah. Who matches up with your quarterback. And
small little I don't have a lot of stacks, but got to shoot for the moon there with my 20th pick. And all right, draft grades, boys. Me, Mouth, and Jake. We're going to start with Jake's team. He had the 9th selection.
I'm going to actually go back full screen now. Oh, yeah.
All right. 8th pick for Jake. He's sitting with Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones. Little reach on both those guys. I think he has some stacks. Chase Brown, Travis Etienne, Blake Corum, JCM, Dylan Sampson, Kamani Vidal. Very well-rounded running back room for Jake.
Yeah, I love that.
JCM,
oh my God.
Nice. It's a very well-rounded running back room.
I wanted JCM. I wanted to pick him. Damn it.
It's money. This is a money running back room.
It
CeeDee
is.
Lamb, Mike Evans, Brian Thomas, Josh Downs, Calvin Ridley, Isaac Tesla, Tank Dell. So it's a little bit, I wouldn't even call it top heavy, but it's a little bit weak in the back end there. But the running back room, as you see, isn't the best thing in the world, but it's well-rounded. There's depth. And then I love Josh Downs. Ridley, Tesla,
I wouldn't.
Tank Dell.
If you go up, the one thing I'll say, if you go to back to the running back room, go back to the running back room. You really didn't need to take Dylan Sampson there. To me, the running back room would have been just fine if you would have just nixed on taking Dylan Sampson, took another wide receiver, and just took Kamani Vidal in the 200s, and you could have just beefed up the wide receiver room a little bit more. That would have made this team perfect.
Call.
Or you could have just taken another quarterback. Maybe you could have snapped at Cam Ward.
I'm fine with that one. I'm guessing all the quarterbacks are gone, so it would have been a wide receiver there. Or he could have just, but with Dalton Kincaid, and Tucker Kraft, you need a third tight end, so I understand why he did that. So I think the only gripe we have is some of the players aren't my favorite, but a lot of them are. Dylan Sampson not being on that team. If you had 5 running backs, it's weird to have Blake Corum as your 3, but we all love Blake Corum, so that's a fine 3 for me. And if it's Kamani Vidal as your 5, and then maybe a last round running back instead of Tank Dell, but you do like Tank Dell. So I'm giving this one a B, a solid B. I think that the construction's really nice. So yeah, I can't punish the Dylan Sampson pick. It is depth. He tends to take a lot of running backs. It's one of my gripes with his builds. I think this needs to be a 5 running back, 8 receiver team.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Put us at C. What do you have, Mouth?
I have a solid B. Maybe B minus, only because if you're gonna pump up the running back room that much, that means the 7 receivers you got better be money, and it's not necessarily there. To me, I think the 7 receivers you have are not good enough to justify the 6th running back and only 2 quarterbacks.
Jason is excited about the Bucs draft. I am as well, Jason. And I don't know if you watched the show, but I had the Bucs as one of my top 3 favorite overs at 8.5 before the draft, and that's before they got Bain. And I'm a big fan of Ted Hurst. Now, saying he's the next Evans, he's not. My comp for Ted Hurst was Jameson Williams mixed with George Pickens, so he's not that level of play. And he's not a monster, right? But this dude is huge. This dude is fast, and I love the Bucs this year, and I love Baker Mayfield in particular. The wide receivers in terms of fantasy, I'm a little hit or miss on, but the fact that Baker Mayfield is going quarterback 17, quarterback 16 is just a sin, fucking sin.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think the Bucs are going to win the division. I still think I think the Saints took a huge leap. I think this is the Saints division to lose, but the Bucs are going to be right there with them. I'll tell you the team that really didn't advance at all in the NFC South. That's the Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to go right back down to being mediocre. Dave Canales has about 2 years of job left in him. It's sad.
Here's what you're not realizing, though, is that the Panthers won free agency because they got a high-priced pass rusher, which they needed. It was overpriced, but they got that, and they got Devin Lloyd. So, their draft was fine, but I think all 4 teams actually got better, and it was already such a close division that, every team in this division, I think Atlanta is the one team that didn't get better. So Atlanta is a team that kind of is left in the dust, even though Atlanta has the best roster in the division if you figure out that quarterback situation.
If you figure out the quarterback situation, which they just refused to ever do.
Nope.
That's the
problem. They got Tua. They got Tua. Let's talk about Mouth's team here. So we have a B minus, and C for the grades so far. for Jake's team. Mouth
Okay.
with Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. Very elite stuff there, both at value.
The board fell to me that way. And I was saying,
Gainwell, White, Wilson. So you're lacking an RB2 in terms of a real RB2, but you have Warren.
Yeah.
I love Gainwell. Gainwell's the man. Rashad White, as much as I was poo-pooing him, he's going to get you some, 8-point games and some production there. Emmanuel Wilson get your early season stuff. So not a bad running back room. JSN, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, Terry McLaurin. Love Terry McLaurin as a 4. Paired up with Jaden Daniels, Denzel Boston, Jalen Naylor, Adonai Mitchell, and Jeremy Bernard. Sam Laporta, Dallas got an Eli Stower. So both Philly tight ends. This is a monster, man. The running backs are concerning. When I think about it, you're splitting your 2 and 3 to your number 2. Those guys will be, but an injury at running back is going to tank this team. But I mean, I guess we're all going to have issues with, an injury knocking down a position. But yeah, this is a solid B for me as well. The quarterback's too good. Tight ends are too good. Mitchell, Jeremy Bernard. I don't know. Jeremy Bernard, I guess it was value from where I don't know why is Jeremy Bernard's ADP 191? I mean, you got him 20 after, but I mean, DK, Pittman, the tight ends, bad offense. Like, why is his ADP so high? Like, who would take him at 191? I guess is my thing.
I don't know. I would take him at 211.
Clearly, you got that.
Like, yeah, it's like no 211 is where I think he should go. Because he would be the number 3 in that offense. And Jeremy Bernard is a nice little gadget player. I think Aaron Rodgers will find use for him. I think he's going to get later on in the season. He's the type of player that's going to get 4 or 5 targets a game. Like, I could see that out of him. But the thing is, though, Adonai Mitchell is wide receiver 7. That's just messed up stuff.
Yeah. Even with all the guys I brought in, I think he's going to be on the field a lot, which he's going to have his games. And then for me, it's just, it's Terry McLaurin at 4. It's the fact you have Terry McLaurin as your 4, and that's not just like a luxury pick. You actually have the stack. And as much as I rip on the running back room, the stack with Devonta, the stack with McLaurin, the triple stack with Jalen Hurts, this is a good team, man. This is a well-built team. So Jason Gainwell is going to tear it up, brother. If you can get him in the 7th round this coming year, fantasy draft's going to be a top 10 running back this year. That might be a stretch, but I feel like Kenneth Gainwell is a very, very safe option. And in full PPR, now you're talking my language, because if they can use him like the Steelers used him last year, now we are really cooking something. But he seems to me a guy that's going to have 7 carries and 4 catches a game. But he has a nose for the end zone, and he has tied to Baker Mayfield and that Bucs offense, who we think is at least top 15.
Yeah, and that was my entire thought process behind both Rashad White and Kenneth Gainwell. Is one of those two is going to end up being either A, an RB2, or B, a flex every week. Let's say if one of those beautiful receivers did not pan out, bang. And as I was going through now, I'll give you a thought process behind building the team. As I'm building the team, as I'm picking receivers, I'm thinking, okay, which quarterback is matching these players? And unfortunately, as I was going through, and as the board was coming down, you guys heard the commentary as I was going back and forth with Rob, right? I'm like, wait a minute. If this board is working out the way I think it's working out, like I was sort of hinting at it because I wanted you guys to maybe sort of like figure it out as the board was, happening, that maybe my target was Hurts, because normally you would never, ever, and by the way, don't ever think of doing something like this. Like, normally you would never
Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home.
You would never go Hurts and Daniels like that. Like that's
you do
not
an
something you would normally do.
Because now you're only doing 2 quarterbacks, and like when you do 2 quarterbacks and it's Baker and it's Trevor Lawrence or something, there's some issues there, right? Like they could have regression. Like you're taking 2 elite guys, but you're not taking Josh Allen, right? You're taking the 5th and 6th round guys, which I don't have an issue for with let's see. Silver says we're going to run a $3 draft to be determined. If we meet the goal, Silver, we will do it. It's $20 total in super chats plus subs, or 5 total super chats. Or if someone signs up for the Patreon during the live stream, any Patreon sign up, we will fucking do one. That's easy peasy right there.
I'm down. I'm down. I just have to get back to the whole okay, split screen and do all that.
Let's all just shame Silver into joining the community, and join. We have
I'm usually the one helping y'all meet these goals and stuff. Come on.
Yeah, he is.
Come on.
Mouth is always great for that. Dakota says, I love Jason's passion for the Bucks. Jason's passion for the Bucks is, if he was a girl with his lover, he'd be the loudest lover in the history of the world.
I brought a little bottle of spermicidal lube, too. And 1 little bottle of spermicidal lube? Yeah, 1 little bottle of spermicidal lube. Evan, that's psycho shit, man. It's not. It's like Charles Manson shit. What do you think, Becca's gonna be psyched that you brought a bottle of lube? Oh, Evan, thank you for bringing that lube for my pussy. I never would have been able to handle your fucking 4-inch dick inside my pussy without that gigantic bottle of lube.
Ooh.
You doing a Patreon or Discord? You have
Patreon
YouTube.
is not something you have. Patreon's not something you really get. It's just you sign up for it. You don't actually have to sign up for an account. I guess you kind of do. And then Discord is essentially a fantasy football group chat. It doesn't cost any money. Once you get in the Patreon, the Discord is just an app you get, and it's essentially just a group chat with a bunch of different channels with all the community members on there. So I didn't have either of these either before I started the channel, and Discord it's the greatest fantasy football chat known to man. And if anyone wants to have any, this is what Discord is. This is all it is. This is the actual chat, and then this is our server here. And there is, people posting their teams, talking, etc. All of the stream times, people talking shit in the season. We have start sit questions, drop ad questions, rate my lineup, trade questions. We have
the latest beef is Dakota and Brick. That's the latest Discord beef we have going on. Hot shit.
Jonathan says, shout out Jonathan, who is a fanatic, and Jonathan's going to have his hat and shirt in about, maybe 2 days? It is the place to be. Thank you, Jonathan.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was, come on already, come on. We call it the place to be. The place to be, yes.
It is.
If you're interested, go to the website, professionalfanatics.com, or go to the link in the description, link in the channel, in the actual channel description for the Patreon link if you want to get in. Join the community. I know, Silver, you've been in here for months and months and months. It's about time you make it official and join the there's about 30 of us strong, 45 total in the Discord, but 30 of us OGs, as you will, that are pretty much in here every single night, talking ball, chatting, and then the show goes on after the show. Right, it's always going on for hours and hours. And you mentioned the beef with Blake and Dakota, the LeBron beef, and that's also with me too, because I'm a big LeBron guy, and apparently I'm a LeBron-y from Dakota. I'm not a fucking LeBron-y, you son of a bitch.
So you're a brony? What are you, a brony?
Greatness, man. Get the fuck out of here. I can't respect greatness.
You can respect greatness. Look, I do. If the Lakers win a title this year, then you actually do have to put LeBron next to Jordan at 1A and 1B. You do.
Silver, we do still have one spot left in the Discord. Believe it or not, there is one spot left.
But you have to join.
Yeah,
go to the website. Yes, go to the website, bro.
I want to let you know, before you join, don't just join to join, because there's 4 different tiers. You have to be a fanatic, which is $22 a month, and that gets all the perks. Come on the show. One-on-one draft count. There's a lot. You'll see all the perks listed, but you can also get in the redrafts for $10 a month, and that gets everything else but coming on the show and the one-on-one coaching stuff. Like that's probably 2 or 3 redrafts next year. But you can get in the dynasty as well as a bunch of redrafts if you get in the Fanatics. The Fanatics get top tier for everything, but the redrafts are fun. But the dynasty, this is a startup dynasty. This is the first ever of this channel. And we have 13 people right now, and we're looking for one guy that wants to be a lifer, get in the shit with us. We're gonna go grade my team here in a second. There's some of the perks, as well as if you are a sports bettor, You're going to get mouse picks as well as my player props here. 96 and 58 last year, 205 and 125 all time. We're just printing money. We're printing money, motherfuckers.
Where fantasy becomes currency. That's the professional fanatics.
And this
Why
is exactly
aren't
what
you
this
paying?
is. I only do player props. So that is exactly where fantasy becomes currency, because these are fantasy related bets. I only bet player props. I do like 1 or 2 lines a year. I don't fuck with Vegas in terms of lines. It's a silly proposition, dude. Just do player props. That's what we do.
So let's get to your team. By the way, what were the grades on from the cat
team? We have pretty much solid B's around the what did you grade your own team? We have solid B's for yours.
I was saying about a B because I couldn't get JCM when I wanted to get JCM. Kind of screwed up the
Jason.
whole
MJ's
process.
the GOAT. Hey, I agree. MJ's the GOAT. I'll take Bird over LeBron. Let me hear the hate, brother. Got to give the white guy some love. Dude, I love Larry Bird. I had Larry Bird like number 10 on my list, or maybe even higher than that. Larry Bird only played 14 years, and I know like Dakota's shaking his head over there somewhere. It was a shorter career, and like if he had done it a little longer, then I would raise him up. But 14 years, MJ was a little different. His 14 years was different. It was retirements. He had the broken foot in there, and then the 2 retirements because of possible gambling stuff. But regardless,
Larry also retired because he had to retire because his back gave out on him. He would have played as long as LeBron played if he was able to play as long as LeBron played. So having your body give out on you at the end of your career is a thing. So, yeah, you got to give LeBron a little bit of credit for his longevity.
Hold on. By the way, Silver, that's enough. I appreciate you. He said, I'll download the Discord. Let's run a $3 if this is enough. The A for effort, and we're going to do a $3 with mouth, and we can all get in this. Just so you know, we all punish, people punish LeBron for his longevity. And, Larry Bird's body gave out on him, right? In different era, I get that, whatever. Didn't have hyperbaric chambers. LeBron's never missed a playoff game. He's approaching 300 playoff games without missing a game. You have to if you're gonna like say, well, Larry Bird's body gave out, and you're gonna not punish him for that, but yet you're gonna punish LeBron for playing 300 straight playoff games because he sits out regular season games, which might be the coaching. Who knows? Like it's just let's be consistent, guys. Can we just be consistent and let's recognize greatness when greatness is upon us? Please, is that enough? Can we do that? Yes.
Yeah, I think so. That's what we have to do at this point. If
Silver,
you don't,
I always have time, my boy. I always have time. Let's rate my team, then we'll get into the super flex draft. And then Silver, like I said, man, hop in the Patreon, whatever tier you want. I will send you an email, and then you have to download Discord, obviously. Or even go if you want to just chat, just go to the Discord or go to the Patreon, and there's my email is listed there. If you're having questions, I will take personal time to chat with you and figure this out. So grade the team: Joe Burrow, Malik Willis, Joe Burrow early, Malik Willis a little early. Montgomery, Hubbard, RJ Harvey, Woody Marks, Isaiah Pacheco, Nicholas Singleton, 6 running backs. We have Jamar Chase, George Pickens, DK Metcalf, Matthew Golden, Rashid Shaheed, Tyreek Hill, Christian Kirk, and Chris Bell to pair up with my Malik
you took Nick Singleton away.
Damn,
that was you.
Baby. And then Trey McBride and Kyle Pitts. So this is the team looks a little wonky. Weak running backs, weak wide receivers, but when you have Trey McBride and Kyle Pitts, that's kind of the answer why. I hate taking the early tight ends, but oh man, Tyreek Hill is an X factor. I need Tyreek Hill to sign with the team and play this year, honestly, because I do like Shaheed. Shaheed is great in best ball. Golden should be fine, but Golden's my 4. That is piss fucking poor. My running back 2 is not great. I RJ Harvey at 94 though. I'm sorry, that's fucking goddamn value.
It is
goddamn value. So I got value to all my running backs. If you look at Woody Marks way after, RJ Harvey way after. Chuba Hubbard, I don't mind. And then Joe Burrow, Malik Willis. So I have the stack with Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. Malik Willis has a stack with an injured rookie, if you want to count that as a stack. It's a wild.
It is because that injured rookie is going to be his best receiver.
Dakota, when did Larry set out to rest? He didn't because no one set out to rest. That's an era thing. So take that up with the era thing.
And no one ever said. By the way, no one ever said that Miami couldn't just re-sign Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, well, that would actually mean them winning some more games, and they don't want to win any games. Silver says B+. Let's go. I think it might be I don't know. I'm not going to give this team a grade because I have no idea how to grade it. What do you guys have?
B-. Unfortunately.
B-. We have B+ from Silver.
Here's why I have a B-. Here's why I have it B-, and I'll tell you why. I have it B- because Chuba Hubbard is your second back, and he's probably not going to be the starter the entire year. If you're going to draft Chuba, you need to almost supplement it with Brooks later.
I just won't do it because that's just taking away upside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So to me, I'm
a big Brooks fan. Trust me.
It's like I have to avoid. It's like then to me, I have to either avoid Chuba completely and just take Brooks, or just like I got to take the back half of that backfield that's going to end up being the starting half of it later on in the season. Now,
I just want to say this. As much as I'm a big Jonathan Brooks fan, I think that the upside with Jonathan Brooks, where you're drafting him especially, he's not going to take the job. He might force a 50-50 split like we saw with Rico and we saw with Chuba Hubbard. But that's like week 9, week 10. We're theorizing, right? So like Chuba is if Chuba keeps the job all year, and I'm talking about 70% workload, like Chuba Hubbard.
Oh no, if he does, then you got it. Then you got it. Yeah. Then you got it right there. But my whole thing is I don't think he does. Although the back that I think that you picked up that's going to end up really taking the job is Singleton. And by the way, that's like another guy I'm going to be targeting in almost every best ball draft because I think he's going to end up taking the job in Tennessee.
Well, look at who he has around him. It's Tony Pollard, and he has to beat out Tony Pollard, who is also injury prone. He stayed healthy recently, but injury prone. And then a guy that can't stay healthy, and Tajay Spears, who's not a lead back. So Nicholas Singleton has the best landing spot of any rookie running back besides Jeremiah Love, I guess, just because he has a draft capital. But
absolutely
it's amazing spot there. Okay, so we have a lot of B's there. So I think we all had roughly around a B grade. I think we all crushed this draft. The only team I want to look at that I think had a really good team is this guy that drafted at 12. Kyler, Shuck, and Cam Ward, Genty, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Jordan James. Now, he fucked up by 4 tight ends, so he fucked up his team. So this guy had a good draft going. And then in terms of build, this is why I grade build very high, because this guy's build, he had good players. He fucked his build up. 4 running backs, bro, with Jordan James, who is not even the handcuff anymore. Good running backs, but he fucked his team up. His team's ruined because he took Gunnar Helm. Why? He stacked it for Cam Ward. Cam Ward's your third quarterback, buddy. Don't stack your third quarterback. So he had an A team going. That's why I want to look at him. A team going. Now it's a B- or a C+.
Yeah. You see, this is what happens when you get too full of yourself. And then he picked a 205, a running back that was ADP 206. Why?
He took DK, Carnell Tate, and Gunnar Helm. So he has 3 stacks with Cam Ward. Like, that's getting too cute, bro. That's getting too fucking cute. All right, we got to go to this draft, Mouth. 11 more to start. We got to go to this draft, and it is the Field General, $3.
Okay, lobby, NFL.
7 more to start. We're good. All right, get in. This is
the
for
Field
Silver.
General.
Definitely Silver.
$3.
That's super. So hop in, and I'm gonna play a clip while I grab a brewski. And also, here's Michael Jackson. Say hello to Michael. Look at that fucking freak show. Anyone seen Michael? Talk in the chat if you've seen Michael. What are your reports? Like I said, I've seen the real Michael Jackson movie. It's called Leaving Neverland, and that was certainly not it. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to judge it. But I'm guessing they glossed over the whole children thing. All right, be back.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can speed...
All right, this is Superflex, boys, and Superflex is a wild ride here. We have 3, 6, 7 quarterbacks going in the first round. You can't just take quarterbacks to take them because they will not win the tournament. You got to be very specific on who you take. Mouth, this is new territory for you. Only have to start 2 receivers. Correct. So this is one of these where I'm going to give you guys the tip here. So wide receivers are very, very devalued here because it's half PPR and it's Superflex. So you only got to start 2 receivers. It's 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and Superflex. So quarterback and Superflex instead of the 3 receivers. Third pick. Let's fucking go. Fucking suck my dick, baby.
What the fuck? So where
Dakota, one of my dynasty startup drafts just started. Slow draft. Fuck yeah. Good times, my dude. We actually made the vote. Our dynasty league is going to be super slow draft as well. 14-man, super deep rosters, and it is super flex. So let's see. Who do we have here? Silver has 5. We're all in here. Dakota, you're not in here? What the hell, Dakota? Oh, Dakota has 1. Fucking A. Nice fucking grab there. Jake has picked 9 again. You know
God, I'm right next to him.
Last year, my wife we did so many underdogs and so many best balls, and we did like 20. She probably did 25 or 30 of the super flexes, and she got like a top 3 pick in like 20 of them, right? So we had so much Josh Allen.
This is my first super flex football fantasy draft, anything. So yeah, I am just gonna.
We're getting Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, which I'm cool with there, brother. So super flex. Is this 20 rounds? Oh, it's 20 rounds. I love it. Take Joey B. We love that. All right. Hey, Dakota got his favorite player, Josh Allen. Another one that he hates. If I recall, you hate Josh Allen. He just hates goats.
He loves him.
Dakota hates goats.
He loves Josh Allen. He met him in the back. He met him in the back room of Sue's Rendezvous one day.
My wife doesn't think that Josh Allen's attractive, which is weird because I think Josh Allen's pretty studly, bro. Jaden Downs at 4. You know what? Maybe she hasn't told me everything.
Good. Tell me everything.
Okay. They were both here. They were both inside me. Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Oh my God, no, don't tell me everything. What? No, what?
Damn it, Bonnie.
Eduardo who?
Sanchez.
Holy shit, tell us more.
Then Luther went in Eduardo's butt for a while.
Tell us less. Tell us less.
Then they both completed on each other. I was left out of the finale.
Yeah, pregame bulimia is not sexy.
There goes Jalen Hurts.
Pookie just left the building. You know what? I don't care.
Caleb, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Caleb.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Thank you for the info, Silver, about the 2 wide receivers. So, I've done quite a bit of these super flex last year at least. I love them, man. The problem is draft pick matters so much more. And you're at the mercy of the board so much more in super flex. That goes for redraft as well, right? That's why a 12-team super flex. If I do super flex in my home leagues, I prefer 10-man because you can win without taking early quarterback. Again, a 12-man, if you get a bad pick and then there's a quarterback.
I just won. I just won the league.
No, you didn't win the league. It's good though. It's a good start. Decent value on both. I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I meant.
So let's see. Where are these late guys going? They're going pretty late. So value at running back available. Got St. Brown available. That's a good start though. At the late pick though to get Dak and Caleb Williams. That is relatively sexy there. Where I think there's a way where you could tell me that you don't see the difference between between Dak and between a guy like Joe Burrow.
I'm streaming. Yo, I'm streaming. I'm working. I'm working. Yo, I'm working.
He's working.
I'm working, bro.
Slap him. Justin Jefferson at 20. It's wild. St. Brown's available. James Cook's available. Is there a quarterback that I want to take? There is Jackson Dart available. But I don't think so on this team. St. Brown for sure. Saquon for sure. Who you taking, dude? Who's this guy taking? Come on. Make a pick. And he took Barkley. That's I'll take St. Brown. God, I'm not gonna be able to stack him though, unfortunately.
Can't go to the store right now. Yeah, but I can't help you right now, bro. I'm working.
Walker.
Yo, I'm live, bro.
Derrick
Yo,
Henry.
I'm fucking live, man.
He's live, bro. He's live.
Good. Tell me everything.
Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
Being live. I am live.
Mouth has some issues going on. Domestic disturbance here.
I'm live.
If Kenneth Walker falls to me, I'm gonna cum my pants here. I'm gonna have to come over there, Mouth. Let me come over there. I will do it. Kenneth Walker, come on. And this motherfucker takes Kenneth Walker. Okay, you piece of shit. I can't take Neighbors. I can't take McBride. I can take Mahomes, though. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's take Patty Mahomes. Hope he's ready. Let's just hope he's ready. Please be ready. Please be ready.
We're back.
Up a couple picks. He's back. Ugh. I don't love it, but you know what? My hand was forced. Patrick Mahomes at 27. You know what? Be healthy, Patrick Mahomes. Be healthy, please.
He will be.
Goes Bo Nix. See, I feel better about
now
Patrick Mahomes pick. Bo Nix now went.
Yeah,
So
see, now I need to figure out.
These guys are all going to take quarterbacks. It's going to be good for you. There goes Brock Purdy. Perfect. So now I'm very happy that I took Patrick Mahomes because now all these teams are going to start taking their second quarterback. Jake doesn't have a quarterback, so he's going to have to take one here. And you totally just let's see. There goes Chase Brown, 31. We have Dakota says my team is cooked. Not really, bro. Josh Allen, Jackson Dart. What do you mean? That's a nice start. Ashton Genty. That's a nice start. I'm not too worried about my team. I don't have any running backs, which is an issue in a half PPR. Malik Neighbors. There goes Matt Stafford. Nice pick. And Mal's going to have to double up here on some position players. And there goes Drake London. He's probably through the moon on that pick, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Through the moon. To the moon. There goes Jared Goff. I would have liked that because I have St. Brown. Ain't no way he's falling back to me, though. And now they're all going to go here. I feel like 5 quarterbacks will go in the next 10 picks. Derrick Henry. There's dudes available. Trey McBride at 37. Keep the faith, Dakota. Keep the faith. Just like Larry Bird kept the faith or Steph Curry kept the faith. I love you, man. Sorry, buddy. You know what? If LeBron, you know what's the nice thing is these LeBron haters, if they choke away this series and he plays bad, this is the final nail in the coffin for us. This is it.
Yeah.
Even though we all know they should no business win the series with or without Kevin Durant. It's a final nail in the coffin.
By the way, it shouldn't even matter. Houston should have beat the hell out of the Lakers with or without Durant.
Years old. He's 41. That's old, dude. That's old. Like his old balls, and I bet his balls are still pretty fucking nice. But I know you'd like that little comment, Dakota. You know what I mean. I'm thinking of the quote from Adam Sandler where he's like those old balls and those wrinkly balls and his old skin. That's LeBron. There goes Josh Jacobs. This guy is going full RB. I gotta make up for this now. Who did you take, Mouth? George Pickens and Drake London. Pretty sexy stuff here. Yep. Silver's got Bo Nix, Justin Jefferson, and Jim Gibbs. So this is probably a spot for a second quarterback. Jordan Love is available. Baker Mayfield is available.
I'm already working on stacks. Well, unless Dallas manages to trade Pickens away.
You know, I might take a third quarterback here. It's not the way to win the league, but it's a way to advance. And yeah, Baker is available, and so is Jordan Love. And I think that makes a lot of sense for me. We're going to go ahead and take shit. You know what? I'm going to take a running back. Travis Etienne's available. Devonta Smith's available. Oh, fuck it. I'm taking T. Higgins, brother. Let's double stack it up with my boy, or just single stack it up with Joe Burrow. We're going to take that. And then if quarterback falls, I will take one. You already have two, Dakota. We're in the same kind of ballpark here. Do we take a third one? I'm not going to reach for it, but I will take it. Jeremiah Love, is that a bad pick, though, at 44? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. You're right at ADP, bro. So which one of us will take a third quarterback? Baker Mayfield is available. He is the only one I would take. There goes Devonta Smith. Very nice pick. Breece Hall's available. That's a really good pick. Ted McMillan's available.
This is going to be fun.
Danny, I'm taking Baker. I am taking fucking Baker, dude.
All right.
Taking my third quarterback. Elite quarterback production. I'll get running backs later. We'll see if they fall. Ma'am, Danny, free grocery state funded stores got him going, brother. Can you elaborate on that, Jason? We love Jason. Jason is the comedy of the Discord. And he says, I'm sorry, boys. Get in the Discord, brother. Love you. We love you too, Jason.
It's that Florida water.
It is. And Jason and Mouth are newly acquainted best friends. Has a little bit of issues earlier. And you know what? We strive for love and peace and happiness and harmony, I guess is the word. And no, we kind of have it. Now we have different beef with Blake and fucking Dakota. There's always gonna be a couple people beefing. As long as they're not beefing with me, that's the only thing I care about. That's who I am.
Do you know who I'm beefing with? Do you know who I'm beefing with? The person that just took Javonte Williams. I'm beefing with that son of a bitch.
Fuck him.
Whoever that guy is.
Tyler Shuck's pretty good pick there. These quarterbacks got to start going, and they will.
I'll just take Tet.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. There's not a lot of quarterbacks left. Some teams only have one. The way to win this tournament, though, is to get lucky with a late round pick, right? To like wait at quarterback, take one early guy, and then you get the value later, right? Where even Aaron Rodgers last year, a guy like that, like can give you weekly value. The way I'm building the team is not enough to win the league. You keep the LeBron beef going. Now I have to fight off your cronies. They're not my cronies. They're just LeBron cronies, and they're actually just people that know ball. So that's fine. And I'm sorry you're fighting them off with a fucking fly swatter. That's what you're saying. But when you come on the show and you disgrace a legend, which you have, you're gonna get some beef, and that's part of being a co-host. Like if you're gonna say outlandish shit, whether it's right or wrong, it seems outlandish. For me, it's outlandish. You're gonna get some shit. Cam Ward going off at 64. This is a good build here from Jake. That is a nice build. If Cam Ward has a big year, you're in it, buddy. You're in it. Mouth, who did you grab here? Chris Olave. Jesus Christ. This is a team right here. This is a team. MVP, this the last draft. I'm a little late. We might do one more MVP. We might do one more. If we meet this goal right here, we have 50 minutes on the goal, 3 more supers. Or if Silver can somehow join the Patreon before this draft is over, before the grades are over, we'll do one more. By the way, MVP, your shit is in the mail. I text you that. You got that. So MVP is going to have his shirt. He already has a hat. Another perk of joining the Patreon, you get free merchandise. The OGs all have all their shit now. Up in 2 picks. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I need a running back, boys. I need a running back very, very badly. And there's a mecha boot. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Is that Silver? No. Don't do that, you son of a bitch. That was a fucking stack. I guess I'm taking Bucky Irving. It's disgusting, but you know, gotta take a little upside when I can get it. I fucking hate it. And I hate Ibuka too, but that would have been a super nice late stack there with my Baker Mayfield pick. God damn it. There's other stacks to go around. Do want to shout out to MVP, a fanatic, though. We appreciate you. Damn straight, bro. The hat is nice. It stays pretty clean. It's fucking durable. You get what you pay for, man. I invest in pretty good shit. The newer hats are not as nice. So you got to think one of the older hats, MVP. I'm wearing one of the newer ones that they're a little different, but still pretty nice. I went a little cheaper with the new ones, like $3 cheap instead of $25. They're like $22. But Mike Evans at 73. That seems like a fucking nice DJ Moore pick. Dakota. He's saying his draft is over. He has Josh Allen and DJ Moore. That's fucking value if I've ever seen it. And we're gonna go ahead and take Quinshon Judkins. I want to take Scatabo, but I need some security here.
Juddy Waddy.
Man, I love these super flex drafts. No, I didn't take Bucky earlier. I didn't take Bucky earlier, Jake. I didn't. I don't think I did. I would never take 2 Bucky Irvings. I hate Bucky Irving. The thing is, dude, I was the highest on Bucky Irving coming out of college. Like I had him at like RB5 in that draft. You know, we did our draft thing this year. I had Bucky at like RB5, which is like laughable because he was like an RB14. And now I'm like the lowest on him just because it's not him. It's the situation. They just refuse to use him on the goal line. Now, he's not a real goal line back. Sean Tucker's probably better than the goal line, but like just have your best player on the field. Can we just do that for once? Instead of like putting Sean Tucker on the field? I don't get it. I think it's gross. You alive over there, Mouth?
I am alive. I am good. I am ready to pick my next pick.
Dude, did I take Bucky earlier? I don't think I took Bucky earlier. Are you guys crazy?
I think you did. You took Bucky Irving.
Oh, shit. Maybe I did.
I can't believe this is my first running back pick, but welcome to the team, Jadarian Price.
That's way early. How early is that, bro?
That's not. That's what the ADP says.
Oh, well, the ADP is wrong because it's super flex, but maybe I think I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but I need a back.
Gainwell is not the goal line back, man. Gainwell will get some touches in the goal line, but Gainwell is the receiving down back. Where the problem is, if it was just Bucky Irving and Kenneth Gainwell, we would be obviously. I love Gainwell in general because I think his role is set in stone. It's Sean Tucker is just throwing a thorn in Bucky's like upside, you know, and we're getting now like the value on Bucky's fair. I feel like the value on Bucky's fair, and this is a super flex, but in a non super flex, late 4th, early 5th, I feel like is fine for Bucky Irving. But is there really a lot of upside if Sean Tucker doesn't get hurt or they don't change their ways? I don't know. Last year's usage is not going to cut it, dude. 16 carries for 71 yards every goddamn game with 2 catches ain't shit. And no, you know what? I took Chuba Hubbard last draft. It was not Bucky Irving. It was Chuba Hubbard. Okay.
I
know it was Chuba Hubbard. Yes.
Chuba was my two. You took Bucky this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You took Bucky this draft.
Bucky.
No.
I took RJ Harvey, who is similar to Bucky Irving, I suppose.
Yeah.
A bum. And all the quarterbacks are now officially gone besides the late dart throws. I have, let's see. I need receivers here. I got Bucky and Judkins. We need receivers. We need upside receivers. There's a couple names standing out to me here. We'll see if they last. One in particular is a Mr. Alec Pierce. That would be lovely. That's the name I want. Tyler Warren and Fannin would be okay, but I don't want 2 Browns. I can't take Fannin. You cannot take 2 Browns. The rule of thumb, guys. If you take 2 Browns, you lose. It's just going to happen. And this guy should take Tyson, but I would take Tyson if Alec Pierce gets taken. I much prefer Alec Pierce, though, in this situation. So don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. If this motherfucker takes Alec Pierce, I am going to murder somebody. Maybe you, Mouth. Maybe you.
No, you can't. I already have somebody.
I will fly my ass to New York. I know. I saw that. Yay!
Because I wouldn't give him a cigarette. Like the fuck?
You can give him a cigarette. Alec Pierce at 94. I have one more pick coming here.
I'm literally live on fucking stream. I'm not giving you a cigarette. Leave me alone.
You are live on stream, and Kyle Monungai is staring at me here. Where, all RJ Harvey's available too. I don't want to be the guy taking RJ Harvey in 2 drafts. But you know what?
God.
Tyler Warren's available.
I might have to be the guy that takes RJ Harvey in a draft. I don't even want to take RJ Harvey in any draft, much less 1 or 2.
MVP. We were just talking about the fact that Nick Singleton is probably our favorite late round pick. Just based on we love the talent. We all were Nick Singleton guys. I think me and Storey both had him as our RB3 or RB4 in the draft. And then it's the depth chart, man. It's Tony Pollard, who was possibly going to be cut if they drafted Jeremiah Love. Not long for that spot. Also injury prone. And then the guy that just can't stay healthy ever in Tyjae Spears, who is just a pass catcher. So yeah, we love Singleton. And it's a great spot in redraft, especially. Okay, we are up, and we're going to go ahead and take Tyler Warren with some pretty good value there, I feel like. Pick 99. 2 Colts, which I'm not super thrilled about, but we'll see how it falls. Yeah, we love Nick Singleton, man. It could be a nothing pick, but, this is the kind of guy we want in late rounds that could emerge and actually doesn't need injuries, right? Like, injuries will help him, but he doesn't need injuries to overtake. Where, I'm sorry, Mike Washington Jr. needs an injury to Ashton Genty. It's not going to be relevant. I can give you a bunch of names. Emmett Johnson, as much as we love Emmett Johnson, if Kenneth Walker doesn't get hurt, Emmett Johnson's going to be a RB3 at best in PPR.
Maybe. Unless they're really just going to split Kenneth Walker down the middle.
Kenneth Walker's known to get split down the middle, man. People don't like using him,
I don't know. Maybe Kansas City just has money to throw away like that.
I think they might.
Yeah. I mean, they keep giving Travis Kelce money every single year. They keep re-signing him. I can't believe I'm the guy that's going to take RJ Harvey. But this is where we are in life. This is where we are. You need running back.
Let's see. We have 42 minutes left on this goal, but you know what? We did get 5 super chats. I know it didn't mean I'd set it for an hour. I'm gonna do a chug and a beer chug, just because y'all get me 5. I'm gonna do my part and get a little lubed up here. So,
yep.
I'm not gonna chug this Coors Banquet because that's just too delicious. So Busch Light's the chugging beer around these parts. Jason said that. Jason's probably like, that's blasphemy. He loves Busch Light. I like it too, but it's chugging beer. There's one.
There you go. Get
There's
that
2.
in.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins, gross, bro.
I didn't take
J.K.
J.K. Dobbins.
Gross picks. No, this guy has the worst team ever just from those last picks. I see Geno Smith, who I actually don't hate, but Tony Pollard and J.K. Dobbins. I see Travion Henderson.
See, I don't know how super flex teams work. I'm just going via ADP and trying not to screw it up. We'll see how this goes. This is probably going to end up being the worst team ever picked in history.
I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. We're going to go Jacoby Myers. I got my tight ends. I need running backs, but I don't like the running backs available. I can't take Kenneth Gainwell. I could take JCM if he's available. This is going to have to be like a 7 running back team. I have 2, and they're both garbage. Gross. I'm going to take a look at your team, Mouth.
My team is...
After my pick, I'll take a look. I don't know. You don't know that. There goes Tua. So this is why you don't wait a quarterback, because... Oh, this is his 3rd quarterback. This is not terrible. And he takes JCM. Go fuck yourself, Dakota. Go fuck yourself. Why would you take JCM ahead of Kenneth Gainwell? Why? I can't take Kenneth Gainwell. I already have fucking Bucky Irving. God damn it.
Fucking Bucky.
Fuck it. I'm going to take Kenneth Gainwell anyway. Out of spite, I'm taking fucking Kenneth Gainwell.
Oh, wow.
Give me all the Bucks running back stuff. You know what? I have Baker Mayfield, I guess, so... Whatever. Fuck. See, Sunset says, Mouth, your team is really good so far, so don't be so hard on yourself. And MVP, Washington's running back room is really gross. You know what the thing is? Every time in this specific team, every time that Sean Tucker scores a touchdown, I lose half my hair. Like that's the rule. Because I have Baker, I have Gainwell, I have Irving. So if Sean Tucker gets a rushing touchdown, I literally fucking lose my hair.
You stupid fuck! Go buy some sandals! Go buy some sandals! You want to fight? I'll fight you. Fight! I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting you. What you got? What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
Yeah, that was about to be me about 5 minutes ago.
Let's see, Mouse
live on stream.
Here. Well, Mouse running back. Hey, you got RJ Harvey as much as you hated him.
Yeah,
I don't hate your team. We both are pretty light at running back.
Yeah,
take a look at Jake's squad here. Jake with another Blake Corum share. Fucking surprise. Motherfucker loves Blake Corum. I just can't draft. When I draft with him, I'm not getting Blake Corum. That's just kind of the rule because I'm not going to reach fucking 10 picks earlier than him. But that's what it's going to take to get Blake Corum, which is what I should do because Blake Corum's a fucking god. God damn you, son of a bitch. Oh, you, Rashad White. All right, now your team is garbage. You're the Rashad
I need
White
running
guy,
back.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you do.
There's none of those left on the board. So what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to not take Rashad White and wait. I think it's probably the way to go. But it's gross. I have a lot of good options here, guys. We're building the squad here. We're building the fucking squad.
But you people want to keep leaving me Pittman. Okay, you want to leave me Pittman to take it good value? I'll do
there
it.
goes Woody Marks. I love me some Woody Marks. We will do one more draft. Let's see, we're at hour 32. One more draft. We meet the goal. 37 minutes, guys. Even if they're 99-cent donies, I will do it. Keaton Mitchell. What the fuck? What is Keaton Mitchell's ADP?
I don't know.
It's not listed, but it's got to be. This is the guy that had J.K. Dobbins and Tony Pollard. Like that is a terrible pick. I'd love.
No.
Yeah,
big
it's
fella,
30,
what are
30
you doing?
Spots, almost 30 spots. 24 spots early. Gross, dude.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone do that?
That's a bad one. That's a bad one right there. Jonathan Brooks is available. Take that. Tyron Tracy's available. No, get out of town, dude. Someone took Xavier Worthy. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Who is
asshole?
Who is doing these sinful and criminal behaviors? I'd like to know.
It's fine. I'm taking Travis Kelce. I fucking absolutely hate it, but I got Patty Mahomes looking for some touchdowns. That's disgusting. I hate myself for that pick. Like on so many levels, I hate myself for that pick.
I hate myself for what I'm about to do next.
You're up in 12 picks and you're already saying you hate yourself. How is that possible?
Because I see what's coming down the pipe, and I don't like it.
You have not even seen me worked up yet, Jake. I mean, actually, you probably have seen me worked up, but yeah, man. Like, I guess it's just, I'm like a little kid where it's like, that's mine, mine. No, that's mine. Or the I win game, the Big Daddy game, I win, wherever you just always win. We're going to take Jonathan Brooks. Let's do this one, baby. There it is. That's a big pick. That's a much needed pick for me.
Yeah, see, that's how I knew I was going to not be happy.
You weren't getting Jonathan Brooks, you son of a bitch. No fucking way.
Very cute.
Oh,
What's his name?
It's Kwame.
It's Kwame. Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, any guys want ginger ale?
Here, get the fuck out.
Tyrone Tracy was just sniped from you.
Mm-hmm.
Kenyon Sadiq was just sniped from you. Mal's going to have a heart attack. On air, the first on-air death of Professional Fanatics is about to happen.
Yep. very
Isaiah
soon.
likely would just snipe from you.
Yeah, we're getting there, but the guy I wanted is still there.
Omar Cooper. Come on, man.
No, he's gonna have a great season. Nah, he's gonna have a good season.
Is that right? Omar Cooper over Rashid Shaheed, I'll never get on board with ever. What? Rashid Shaheed's the number 2 on Seattle. Omar Cooper's the number 3 or number 4 on the Jets.
He's going to be the number 2 on the Jets.
Well, what about Sadiq? Gotcha.
You re-educated me on it's the Jets. They're not going to do the right thing.
Mouth just okay. So you're not going back on your take of Omar Cooper's a 2. I was gonna say you just like flopped in one sentence saying Kenny Sadiq, but Adonai Mitchell is going to be on the field a lot, bro. And Breece Hall is getting a lot of targets. I just don't see any upside. Emmett Johnson at pick 158. I'm the biggest Emmett Johnson fan in the world, but what the fuck is that? Mouth loves Denzel Boston. I see that. That's very clear to me now. Silver is up before me. I can't give him my pick here, which leaves me only a couple seconds to make my selection. So I'm looking at 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 2. My quarterbacks are sexy. Running backs are not. That is for sure. And they're not even. There's no one here to take. That's gross. You. Oh, Carson Beck. I see Carson Beck. That's how bad quarterbacks are. I see Carson Beck, guys. Holy shit. No. What are you gonna do with that, man? Disgusting. This is just some trash. I guess I'm gonna take Brandon Ayuk. I fucking hate this. This guy's probably gonna take him. But you know what? I still have some hope for Brandon Ayuk. I hate the man. I think Brandon Ayuk's a bum, but sometimes you got to separate your hate and making some money. Don't do it, bro. He needs it. He only has 3 receivers, this guy, and he takes Brandon Ayuk. You just go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. Okay. All right. Fuck it. I'm taking Nick Singleton. Fucking reach. I don't give a shit. Fucking force my hand, you son of a bitch. Layla Cuff. This fucking clown. You know what? Oh my God. I want to murder him. Fucking guy, bro. Fucking piece of shit.
I'd like to start out this press conference with a thank you to John Fox.
Love that, dude. Oh, I love that. So do I have anyone I can actually grab with Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow? It doesn't appear so. So we're just going to take some reachies, dude. We're going to reach for a man named Trey Harris, who I love. Let's do that. I do have a stack for every one of my dudes. I guess my stacks for Baker Mayfield are running back. And Mouth is off the stream. I didn't just realize that. Mouth is gone. Mouth has waved bye-bye to us. So maybe he will rejoin. Robbie, the coolest moderator ever. Good topics and clips you show. Thank you, Kevin. Real recognizes real, as they say. So appreciate that, man. MVP, I swear some people in these drafts get off to trying to grab players that don't make any sense for their build. Just to spite people. Well, that's how I make it seem, MVP. But you're right, though. You're right. And sometimes I overreact, but that's part of life. And, I know who I'm going to take, and I tend to get sniped. But the thing is, when I'm doing value-based drafting, and also I think I am on the right side of a lot of these players, so I'm going to get sniped because there's going to be some people that are dumb sniping. There's going to be people that are smart sniping. And then there's just going to be people that just snipe. So we call them the Chris Kyles, dude. That's one of the greatest American sniper. By the way, shout out to American Sniper, one of the greatest movies, greatest war movies ever. It's not quite on the level of Saving Private Ryan, but a very great movie. And Bradley Cooper, man, what a stud, bro. What a stud for that part. the wife. I forget her name. She's super hot in that movie. Big fan of her. And good movie. Also, I think Lone Survivor is pretty good too. It's Mark Wahlberg. The story isn't as great in Lone Survivor, but also a good movie. Oh my God, Desmond Ritter just got picked. What the fuck? Desmond Ritter? He's on Green Bay. What is going on here? Desmond Ritter? Holy fucking shit. Desmond Ritter just got taken.
Dude, I don't want to go to a party with a bunch of losers from high school. But dude, this is Brittany Kaiser's house, and I really, really want to fuck her. Dr. Kaiser. Coop and Reamer. We graduated with Brittany.
You graduated?
Of course we graduated, cock beer.
Cock beer? So we lost Mouth. He did make his pick. Well, maybe he did Carson Beck. Was that actually his pick? Maybe he would take Carson Beck. He kind of likes We'll see what he takes here. Isaiah Pacheco. I don't know if that's actually his pick, or I guess we'll have to see. He would have taken Emmanuel Wilson, though. So I feel like that's not his pick. So Mouth is auto-drafting. I don't know what happened to Mouth. Maybe his phone died. Maybe his roommate is murdering him, because we saw a little he had kind of a discussion about a cigarette. And, some of these nicotine fiends will murder for a cigarette. So there is a chance we'll never see Mouth again. So let's pour one out for Mouth. Rip Mouth. Here we go. Pouring out for Mouth. Sorry, Mouth. You're probably gone now. If anyone wants to fly to Mouth to see his funeral, it's going to be in New York City, and that's where he's from. So, although you know how New York goes, right? Like, it's maybe in New Jersey because the Giants are called the New York Giants. They play in New Jersey, so I'm guessing his funeral is going to be in New Jersey. So I will have all the details in the Discord, guys. I'm fucking funny, bro. I'm fucking funny. This is gross. I could take, let me take a little K-Dot in action up in here. Give me another Bucks pass catcher with Baker, with the Bake Show. God, K-Dot's terrible. That's just such a bad pick. I don't care. What the hell, man? All right. I still need a couple receivers, a couple running backs, and there's some options here. Kayshon Boutte, I'm so high on, but I'm just a little worried about the AJ Brown trade, which is Kayshon Boutte going back to the Eagles. It's a three-way trade. They don't do three-way trades in the NFL very often. Excuse me. But I'm still going to take him because he'll have a role regardless. If you take him, Dakota, I'll murder you. It happens a lot, though. I had Olave and Tyson, and some dude grabbed a non-stack shuck. That's what kills me as a non-stack. And the thing is, if it's a non-stack shuck, for instance, 6 to 7 to 8 picks after ADP, that's fine. When it's before ADP, I have issues with a non-stacked quarterback. I don't like it. I don't like it. So Mouth is back in here. He didn't die, but his device is not connected. So maybe it's his murderer connecting back to the stream to I don't know, show us the bloody knife or something. So here he is. Black screen for Mouth. I'll get back to the board for y'all. MVP, though, I agree. It makes me upset, and I'm sure we do that to some people sometimes, but I think we're all pretty much with it. We don't take unstacked players in a tournament. It just seems, especially quarterbacks, like, I don't like it. He is alive. We don't know if he's alive yet. There he is. He's alive. We thought you died, dude. We thought you died. We thought you were dead. I was already telling people to get tickets to your funeral because Mouth's the kind of guy you got to buy tickets to get to his funeral because you're a legend. Do you hear me? You seem frozen. He's frozen. He's not alive. He's frozen. It's like a Demolition Man. They froze him to keep him forever. So hold on. Remove him and add him back, and maybe he's going to be unfrozen. Are you still frozen? Mouth, can you hear me? Mouth? I don't know. Kamani Vidal. God, Jake loves Kamani Vidal as much as I love Kamani Vidal. We love him. We absolutely love him. What can we say? So Mouth is in here. It's just black screen. And he took Gunnar Helm. These don't seem like Mouth picks. These really don't seem like Mouth picks, but we'll have to see what he says. He's going to hate his team, though.
I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair. I hate the way you drive my car. I hate it when you stare. I hate your big dumb combat boots and the way you read my mind. I hate you so much it makes me sick. It even makes me rhyme.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm back.
You missed some picks or what? I thought those weren't your picks.
Might have missed my pick.
Did you take Pacheco, Carson Beck, and Gunnar Helm?
No, definitely not mine. Had some connection issues.
Yeah.
So stuff went,
I would say so.
So stuff went wrong. It's okay. I'm good. Let's see what I wonder what I'm getting back into the Underdog app as we speak. I'm going to try to.
You did need a third quarterback, and Carson Beck at 178 doesn't make it makes some sense. Pacheco ahead of Wilson. I know you would have taken Wilson, but Pacheco is fine. Gunnar Helm, did you need a tight end? You only had one tight end, so that's not the worst. And Malik Washington's a guy I know you like, so
Okay.
Worse.
It could have been worse. Could have been much better. Could have been worse.
We'll be nice. We'll be nice on the grading for you, okay?
Nah. It'll. Hey, look, I ended up getting some stacks in the beginning.
Yeah, you did. And Sean Tucker's available. No, I don't want that. We got to take a receiver, and it's going to be... I'm going to take your boy Surratt.
Yeah, you should.
Had to do it. I need one more running back, though, because this running back room is not great. So we'll take a piece of shit here at running back, and there's some options. There are some options.
At the draft.
Ooh, Kaelon Black's available. That's a Dakota guy right there. That's a Niner special. And he takes Alvin Kamara. You know what? I should have taken Alvin Kamara. Fuck my butts. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take Kaelon Black. Fuck it. Give me the upside swing there with McCaffrey's backup. I am fine with that pick. Maybe, just maybe, a secondary running back on San Fran behind McCaffrey is actually somewhat relevant without an injury. Highly doubtful, though. Kyle Shanahan hates to share the wealth. You know, he's a very monogamous when his running back carries. All right, excuse me. One more pick left. We'll do draft grades after this, gentlemen. A through F. We don't get a lot of D's and F's and not even a lot of C's when the guys we draft because we know ball. But maybe one of us will get a C. We'll see. Ha. I did it.
How I ended up doing.
MVP
I wonder how I ended up doing after.
Low. We're going to say, are you in yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in. You know what? I don't hate Kamara now. The fact they didn't add anybody and I don't know, Devin Neal, Kendre Miller has been in the doghouse there forever, and he looked really good last year, but it's just a rough room. Kamara, if they're bringing him back, they're going to use him. It's not going to be a high usage, but it's still Alvin Kamara, right? He might score 5 touchdowns. He might still have 700 yards. There goes Ty Simpson. That's a really bad pick there from you, Jake. I love you, man, but that's a handcuff quarterback. Who's his other quarterbacks? Cam Ward and Matt Stafford. Oh, he has Matt Stafford. Okay. All right. I take it back. You got yourself the Rams quarterback. I take it back. If you didn't have Matt Stafford, that would have been a bad pick. So I take it back, bro. I take it back. And then, guys, tune in tomorrow night. We're going to do another couple of these super flex drafts, 10 p.m. Central. I'm going to be joined by the Chaz for that one. We're going to draft a couple teams. Haven't seen Chaz in a couple weeks. He is finishing up his senior year at Kentucky. He's the young gun of the channel, and knows ball.
Yeah.
He knows ball. I've not seen Chaz in a minute. Hope he got
Chaz is a very smart, intelligent young man. Knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think it was me being his boss for 3 years, and we talked so much fantasy that I think he's got some of my tendencies, and he knows ball, and we both love Quentin Johnson year 2. I hated Quentin Johnson year 1. We both were highest in the world on Quentin Johnson because Quentin Johnson in year 2 was going wide receiver 73, and he caught 8 touchdowns. It was awesome for best ball in particular. And then last year he caught 8 touchdowns as well. So he's had back-to-back 8 touchdown years, Mouth. Can you believe that?
Awesome. Got it. Skylar Bell is my last pick.
Ooh, I have to take a receiver with my last pick. And there's some options here. Keon Coleman, no. Yoshi Vash. They didn't replace Yoshi, did they?
Not with anybody of significant note.
It might be Yoshi here. Marvin Mims is available. Dotson. Keanu Mumfield.
This is probably the most unstacked team I've ever drafted. By the by, this is probably gonna be the worst team I've ever drafted.
Cooper Kupp, man. Do I just take Cooper Kupp? Take the pooper, or do I go with a guy that can stack with, I'm gonna take Yoshi. Let's take a guy that can stack with Joe Burrow because less guys start in this format. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm not loving my team either. Silver says I'll be starting 3 or 4 running backs most weeks. That's not ideal. Are they good running backs?
I don't know.
We're going to take Yoshi, who's probably not going to be taken. The nice thing about taking these guys that aren't really drafted in a lot of leagues is that they are the ownership's very low. So if for some reason, Yoshi Vash is kind of done. He's kind of dust. But for some reason, he has 6 touchdowns, has a couple big weeks towards the end of the year. You get a little advantage there. I'm talking myself into this one, guys. Mason Taylor with a 19th round pick there. I like that.
That's still not a bad pick. I'm sorry. Don't not take Mason Taylor. I still think Mason Taylor has fantasy value. He's just going to be like, he's going to be your matchup dependent fill-in starter type.
All right, let's go the top here. Let's go 1 to 12 with the community members here. And we have Dakota's team. Again, guys, this is a super flex. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, flex, and super flex. Josh Allen, Jackson Dart, Deshaun Watson. What do you know? He took Deshaun Watson. That's a little early. He loves him, though. Ashton Genty, Travis Etienne, JCM, Mike Washington, Alvin Kamara. So he has the Raiders backfield. Alvin Kamara was a pretty necessary pick for you with having a little question marks there. Devonta Smith, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, Khalil Shakir, Jerry Jeudy, Christian Kirk, and Keon Coleman with Kincaid, Stowers, and Mason Taylor. I don't like that 10 room at all. 9 receivers. 4th receiver is Tyson. He's got Lemon. How's the stacks looking? So Josh Allen with DJ Moore, with Shakir and Keon Coleman and Dalton Kincaid. So he is going Team Buffalo. I'm going to give him a little bit of props on that one. Jackson Dart has... What do we have for Jackson Dart? Do we have anything for Jackson Dart?
1.
Doesn't
Hold
appear
on.
so.
Go down. I saw NYG somewhere. No, that's NYJ.
That's the Jets. Okay.
No. So.
And then Deshaun Watson doesn't really matter because he's not playing. He has Jerry Jeudy.
Exactly.
The strong Jerry Jeudy to Deshaun Watson connection. 2 guys that might not even be on the team.
Yeah, they'll be holding hands on the bench.
I gotta do it, Dakota. I'm sorry, man. I am very sorry, dude.
Joe, what's the matter? Don't I turn you on?
I don't know what the problem is.
Well, would it help if you went back to thinking I'm your sister?
Like I'm some sort of white trash perv?
I'm your sister. I'm your sister.
Oh, you're my sister.
I want to give it a C, but I'm going to give it a C plus because of the Buffalo stacks. So I'm going to give him a C plus because all the Josh Allen Buffalo love there, and I love Josh Allen. He hates Josh Allen, so he should actually hate this team more than we do. Dakota, give us a grade for yourself, and Mouth, what do you have for this team?
Let me see. Looking.
Tight ends are rough, bro.
Yeah. If tight end 1 wasn't Dalton Kincaid, maybe I would go B minus, but C. Like tight end 1 has to be better than Dalton Kincaid, even though he stacks with Josh Allen. Then Dalton Kincaid is your TE2. You got to do better than
I'm
that.
going C+ because I like the receivers and I like the stack with Josh Allen. That's it. So it's pretty average team compared to the rest of the field. Let's go to my squad here. We have Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and Baker Mayfield. Boner right there. And then this is the anti-boner. Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins, Kenneth Gainwell, Jonathan Brooks, Nicholas Singleton, and Kalen Black.
My running back room's worse.
St. Brown, T. Higgins, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Trey Harris, Keyshawn Booty, Elijah Surratt, and Andre Yoshivash. And then Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, and Kate Otten. So all Kelce is stacked with Mahomes. Baker has 2 running backs stacked with him as well as Kate Otten. And we have T. Higgins stacked with Joe Burrow. So not the biggest stack team. Running backs aren't great, but I do have 6 of them. The wide receivers are kind of lackluster, though. It's not my favorite team.
Well, Jacoby Myers at 4. Jacoby Myers is your 4. That's not terrible.
Keyshawn Booty's
your 6. You could do worse.
Yeah, give us your grade for your team. Give us the grade for Dakota's team, and then give us the grade for my team. Mouth, what do you have for this squad? It's lightly stacked. I mean, I got 1 for each. Quarterbacks are dope.
You're the B- I wanted to give earlier.
This is a team
You're
that
the
will
B to B- I wanted to give
probably
earlier.
make the playoffs. It could make the playoffs, but it's not going to go very far. It's not winning the tournament. I know that much. This is not a winner right here. This is a very. I'll take my money back on this one. Can I just take my money back right now? Does Underdog have an option for that where I just say refund?
Yeah,
because it's good enough. It's good enough where they might give me that option, right? It's not like a terrible team.
Isn't that what getting into the next round is basically?
Next round is money back, correct? Dakota says I can't grade Rob's. Why not, Dakota? You only need 2 receivers. Well, 2 receivers, there's 1 flex. That's why I did skimp on the later receivers a little bit, but my running backs aren't exactly fucking gangbusters either, bro. It's just I'm going to have elite quarterback production in my mind, and I'm going to have a pretty nice spot at tight end. I think Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce.
Well, you have super flex, so your quarterback could jump into your flex spot, right?
Yeah, quarterback's always going to be in there. So you're going to start 2 quarterbacks every week, but I think there's another flex too. It's two running backs, 2 wide receivers, a flex, and a super flex. So you're essentially sacrificing your 3rd wide receiver spot for the flex, which can be a running back or wide receiver, and then the super flex is the flex spot. Yeah, so that's why running backs are more important. So I feel like this is a double chug drafted team. He hates this team. What about the quarterbacks? This is super flex. Like, are we not acknowledging the quarterback? Baker Mayfield is my 3. And Joe Burrow. Are we not acknowledging the fact this team is elite at quarterback, which is going to get me a nice floor of points? Or maybe am I just crazy? Because I don't like the rest of the team. Don't get me wrong. Alec Pierce is the 3. I don't like some of it. There's not a lot of high-end talent. But Baker Mayfield, that pick kind of took away that, either elite running back, elite wide receiver room.
Yeah. But
that's fine. What's your grade? B- from you, Mouth. Dakota, give it a fucking grade.
Like
Silver,
I said,
give it a grade. MVP, whoever. I don't care.
Although I feel bad grading it because, like I said, this is the first time I've ever drafted Superflex, and I spent half the time fighting with a neighbor. So,
Dakota, yes, one of the quarterbacks will sit every week, but you got to think that 2 of the quarterbacks will be putting up elite numbers, and they're rotating. So, like, you don't want to take 4 if you take an elite guy, but. I get the way to win it. The thing is, this is not a winning team. The way to win this is to take Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes and then take a Cam Ward or take even a guy lower, a Deshaun Watson or a Shedeur Sanders. That's the way. Or just roll with 2. That's really the way to win this. This team will compile points, though. So, B-ish, whatever. I don't like it. So we're going to move on. Silver's team. Silver, I'm grading your team for community members only, but I'm going to give you a grade here. We're going to give you a grade. Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck, and Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Bashal Tootin, Jalen Warren. That is a bomber room there. Chris Rodriguez, Algier. You weren't lying when you're going to start 2 or 3 or 4 of those guys. Jefferson, Ibuka, Wandale, Stephon Diggs, Stribling, Antonio Williams, Jeremy Brown, and Caleb Douglas. With Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert, and Dalton Schultz. So, I like tight end room. Tight end room solid. The back half of the wide receiver room is worse than mine. Diggs, we got to see where he goes. Stribling, Williams, I actually don't hate. Jeremy Bernard and Caleb Douglas, but these running backs are solid. The problem is the quarterbacks are good. If Aaron Rodgers signs, though, I don't hate this team because you have 3 starters. Tyler Shuck
if Aaron Rodgers signs, that's the key. And we don't know that because Aller's a Steeler. And to me, that means I'm now, instead of being 80% sure Aaron Rodgers is coming back, I've now moved to about 50%.
Agreed. And you're right, Dakota. Watson is a winner in this format.
Yeah.
Hey, this motherfucker has a worse wide receiver room than Rob's. Wasn't sure that was possible. I can say it. You can't, you son of a bitch. It's like I can call my wife fat. You can't. She's not, but I'm saying I can. You guys can't. You're gonna see her on you're gonna see her soon though. She's gonna be on doing shorts as the fantasy girl. We're putting out a whole segment of shorts with her in some very kind of booby shirts, I guess you could say. And Silver says you only need 2 wide receivers. Yeah, and a flex, but yeah, 2 receivers if you have running backs. That's why I have a weak receiver room. Same with you, Silver. We know the drill. I love this one running back room. Like, you're going to be starting 3 running backs, and the quarterbacks aren't terrible. And agreed, running backs do score more than wide receivers. So I'm going to give this one a B, dude, just because of the fact you have Bashal Tootin as your 3 and Jalen Warren as your 4. And Rodriguez and Tyler Algier, like, those are touchdown dudes. So the running back room is elite. He has enough guys at wide receiver to get some points. You just got to hit with one of Diggs, Stribling, and Williams to make this viable, right? And hopefully JJ starts every week. Last year was really bad, but that was also with JJ McCarthy. And then Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert. What do you have a grade for this, Mouth?
I'm going to judge by what you guys say when it comes to the Superflex stuff because I don't know the format. I'm not too versed in it, but running back room looks really good. Wide receiver room, but if you're only starting 2 and then a flex, yeah.
I'm also going to give him a good grade for the build. So the build is knowing the rosters, like knowing how this tournament works, having 8 receivers with Jefferson and Ibuka. Like, you only have to start 2. He's only starting 2 because of what he has. A running back's going to be his flex. Like, Bashal Tootin will be his flex. Jalen Warren will be his flex. So he's going to, and if you have to, one of these other 6 guys will pop off, right? Because he does have a lot of rookies, which is nice. And Stephon Diggs, who's an unknown. So I'm giving this one a solid B, dude. I don't like, if Rodgers retires, your team's fucked. I'm sorry. Like, Bo Nix and Tyler Shuck's not enough. So, but I'm 90% sure Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Do you agree?
Like I said, I'm half and half. I'm not sure.
Let's go to Jake's team. Matt Stafford, Cam Ward, and Ty Simpson. So he has the Rams quarterback room. David Montgomery, Chuba Hubbard. That's the way I started. Montgomery, Chuba Hubbard, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Emmanuel Wilson, Kamani Vidal. Very well-rounded as always. Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Josh Downs, Jalen McMillan, Calvin Ridley, and Ryan Flournoy.
Oh, that's
with
nice.
Brock Bowers, Isaiah Likely, and Terrence Ferguson.
That's
I don't know why you took Flournoy. I don't know why you took Flournoy because he doesn't have a stack. I feel like he could have gone with another running, maybe not even running another because he has 6. Dude, this is a good team too. I just feel like it's almost too many wide receivers, right? It's almost too much wide receivers here.
I don't know. Like, I don't see any issue with this team. I really don't.
No, the high-end running backs are the high-end running back production is a problem, but I love David Montgomery. Chuba Hubbard is going to be there. Blake Corum is my favorite player to draft. And then
Monty's going to catch passes. Monty's going to catch passes in Houston, though. That's the only issue I have with the running back room is I think a lot of people are putting Woody Marks into this automatic pass catching role that he's not guaranteed to have because David Montgomery catches passes. He just wasn't going to do it in Detroit with.
And he did a decent amount. It was decent, like 30, right?
Yeah, but when he's not with Gibbs, he can catch 45, 50 passes out of the backfield.
So he says Flournoy's a handcuff for Lamb. I see that because remember specifically the game that Lamb got hurt and George Pickens decided to take a week off, even though he's in the field. He was having a picnic in the middle of the field. That was a Ryan Floynhart game. That was like 8 catches for $120 and a tutty. So good call there, man. This is a B+. This is a B+ or an A-. This is a really good team.
Yeah, that's what I said. I like
Stafford. Now the stacks aren't elites, but he has Ferguson there. Is Cam Ward stacked at all? Calvin Ridley. It's a lightly stacked team, so maybe I'm going to go with my B+ just because of the lightly stack. That's my problem here. But like this team advances. I feel like this team advances.
Probably. Now mine, I'm not. I'm scared. My team is god awful bad.
Here we go. Caleb Dak and Carson Beck. Really nice duo there. The running backs, though, Price, Harvey, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco, and James Conner. James Conner may not be on a roster. Well, not on this roster, but actually that might be good for James Conner. London Pickens, Tet, Olave, Brian Thomas. I mean, these receivers are fucking bonkers, but you didn't need to take these guys that you took at the end. And then you have Tucker.
Well, no, Skylar Bell I wanted to take. I don't know what you're talking about. Malik Washington was the only one that I was not planning on.
This running back room is awful. This is awful. No problem, Silver. Hey, if you want to sign up, you want to get in the Dynasty League, check it out tonight, and I will get back to you when you sign up. If not, no worries. This running back room is an F. It is an F, right?
Yeah, this running back room is terrible.
It's not good. And there's just too many receivers. So it's like, I like the players you have. I love having Brian Thomas as my 5. As your 5? Oh, fuck yes, dude. I'm in, but you can only start 3 receivers unless you start a super flex, but you have 2 good quarterbacks. So the build is an F, and the players are fine, but this has to be like a D, right? Like just because you can't start all these guys. You just Michael Pittman, Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston. There's just not enough roster spots, and your running back. You got to start 2 running backs, and I just don't see 2 running backs here.
No, I don't either.
Silver says C. So again, I like a lot of the players you took. Like the players aren't the issue. You did get disconnected during the draft, so that's gonna, I'm guessing you wouldn't have had Pacheco, you would have had Emmanuel Wilson, you would have probably 6 running backs. This need to be a 7 running back team for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Silver changed to C-.
Yeah, there would have been 2. There would have been at least 1 or 2 less receivers but additional running backs.
Silver has a good call. Your quarterbacks are elite. I mean, Carson Beck's not great, but like those first 2, and your wide receivers are bonkers. Like, so there is a chance. It's just that this is a long shot type team, and I just can't. You need a Jerian Price to be a god, RJ Harvey to have an injury to one of those other guys, and Rashad White to be. There's a lot of ifs on this team. So I don't know. I have to be fair, and like this has to be in the D range.
Yeah, no, this is like, look, in between having an argument with a screaming neighbor, getting disconnected, I'd say could have been worse. I could have taken Kenyon Drake. No, Justin Fields. Justin Fields could have ended up on this team somehow.
We have a C+ for Mouth because of quarterbacks and wide receivers. I'm very bullish on having a proper build, and I will reward people for the right build and also punish them for the wrong build. So
you're right, and it should be punished for the incorrect build. And if I was going to have 5 running backs, the 5 running backs should have been freaking balling, and they're not. The only way this works is if Rashad White ends up being the starter,
and RJ Harvey becomes what we expect RJ Harvey to be.
Yeah, if that ends up happening, because by the way, very realistic that Rashad White could end up being the starter and RJ Harvey ends up becoming what everybody thinks RJ Harvey could be. I don't believe it. So, I think the team is poop. So I would even go with I'm C-.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I gotta go D just because the build, but I feel like the talent, the players you picked, I feel like this is a team that realistically, with the way this format is, you could have stopped at Brian Thomas Jr. Like you could have had a 5 receiver build because London, Pickens, Tet, Olave.
Oh, Brian really? Thomas, so this type of format, I should be splitting up Like if I have a receiver room, like if I have the first 5 receivers, then just spam running back.
Well,
like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a format like this.
2 running backs. So here's the format. It's quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 flex, which is going to be running back, wide receiver, tight end, and then 1 super flex. So you could start 3 running backs or 3 receivers or 2 tight ends. You can't start 4 receivers. You can start 3 running backs. You can start 3 receivers or 2 tight ends max, like of each of those positions. And then 2 quarterbacks is ideal, right? You want to start 2 quarterbacks. You could start your team might actually, I mean, you have 2 elite quarterbacks, but that's why it's like you can't start. It's not the normal format where 4 receivers can be started. It's 3 max, unless you want to do super flex. But like your quarterbacks do good, you know, like Brian Thomas is not going to outscore Dak Prescott many weeks. Yeah, you can start, but that has to be Silver. If you start 4 running backs or 4 wide receivers, that's going to be starting over a quarterback, which I am not counting that because the idea of super flex is like these leagues do start like you're going to be starting you want to start your quarterback in your super flex like that. If not, like something went wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like this team, something went wrong.
But you have 2 awesome quarterbacks. I mean, now there's bye weeks, there's injuries. I understand that. So
yeah. So like, at least I'm covered for those.
A championship team is not going to be starting a wide receiver in their super flex. You know what I mean? Like it's just not going to happen.
No.
I mean, dude, your players are fine, but you live and you learn, and then you getting disconnected did not help the situation. So,
or getting into a fight with my neighbor over, him wanting a.
Did you give him a cigarette?
No. He started screaming at me that I was a motherfucker, and I'm like, no, you ain't getting shit from me.
Lock your door, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the lesson of tonight is lock your door. All right, I got to go. I promised my wife I'd watch a movie with her. She has tomorrow off, so this one a little long. But tomorrow night, guys, we'll be on here doing more, 10 p.m. Central. And then Thursday, we have Mike Storey joining us for landing spots. We're doing a 2-part with him. It's gonna be running backs and tight end landing spots. Friday, Tom TD is joining us for winners and losers of the draft. Meat Sweats joining me on Saturday. And also, guys, Downtown Sports. If you have not checked out Downtown Sports, probably the time to check it out. I'm going on his program on Tuesday, a week from today, to talk about winners and losers and best landing spots for fantasy guys we need to pay attention to. Talk about some LeBron James. Talk about some NBA playoffs. You know, all the stuff that Downtown does, dude. 23 platforms. And also on YouTube now. So link in the description for Downtown Sports. Check them out. If you're interested in joining this community, which is eventually going to be a dual community, hop in the Patreon, get in the Discord, professionalfanatics.com, and get in that Discord. Chat with me and Mouth. DM with me and Mouth. Talk with the community members, the best goddamn community in the world. Appreciate you, MVP. Appreciate you, Jake, Silver, Dakota, Go LeBron, everyone else in here. Mouth, you're the man. It was fun, man. And we'll do some more of these super flex drafts. And now that we know the format and you don't get disconnected, you'll probably dominate them.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Got to get used to the new style. Got to get used to that. Got to get used to actually drafting and hosting at the same time. It's a different art. I don't know. Yeah, it's a different art.
I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a while. I mean, that's why I started the channel with all of and I was doing it for my $250 Fantrax leagues. I did about 20 of those last year starting the channel. And that was, when I was first getting the hang of just hosting a show by myself and not having a co-host and just doing it live. That kind of like that was like intense shit. So like that was like trial by fire. So after I did that, I was like, this is cakewalk for me because that's real money, bro. And
exactly.
Redrafts. So that was wild stuff. So Mouth, I appreciate you. Great fucking show. Got to join my wife. Of course, she has my dick off, and I don't want to be a Mike Vrabel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
want her to be. I don't want her to be a Diane Rossini.
Yeah. No. Don't get Lorena Bobbitt, please.
There we go. We'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate everybody. Mouth, thank you again for coming on. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We're out of here.
Just seemed like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you wanted to grab a beer, that's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
What? Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you stored in my iPhone.
All right. If you need me, call, okay?
Oh.